Hi there. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Hope Bearden and I'm the counselor at Early High School. And I wanted to put out a couple of videos where I discuss dual credit and advanced placement. I know that everyone is super busy and it's oftentimes very hard to make it to things that we offer at night at the high school. And so I thought this might be a way that I could reach a broader audience, and you can refer back to the videos as needed. Now, I will tell you, these are going to be very informal, which means I will probably have some bloopers. Just bear with me when those bloopers happen, and we're just going to keep the video rolling. One of the things before we kind of get started today that I wanted to make you aware of is I send out a lot of information to your child or children through their high school email accounts, and every student at Early High School has an email. I'm also utilizing Google Classroom a lot this year. Now, if you're tech savvy, you probably know that your child can invite you to become part of his or her Google Classroom. If you're not tech savvy, now you know. So I would strongly encourage you to have your child invite you to Google Classroom, and that way you can see the things that I'm pushing out to them. And of course, the older the student, the more things that they're going to be getting as the year goes on. One of the things that I recently sent out via email, and it's also posted in their Google Classroom, is a document that I created primarily for Early High School. Now, some of the information in there anyone could use, but there is some information that is specific to Early High School. But it is a dual credit and advanced placement FAQ. And I'm going to start out today talking about dual credit and what is dual credit. Dual credit is when your child takes college courses and he or she can also get high school credit. Sometimes students and even parents have it backwards. They think it's a high school course that they're getting college credit for, and that's simply not the case. So one of the first things that it's really critical that you know and that your child know, it is going to be a college class. It's going to be college level coursework. The professors don't want to hear from me. The professors don't want to hear from parents. Professors want to have the student reach out to them. When you're taking dual credit, it's super important that you know what the syllabus says, that you know what the deadlines are. And while professors will work with you some, it's not going to be like your high school teacher who, if you don't turn something in, they're going to hound you for it, or they're going to give you opportunity after opportunity to get it turned in. So it's really important that if a student takes dual credit, that they understand that they are already starting their college GPA, their college transcript, and it also goes on their high school transcript as well. Most of my students are very successful in dual credit. I have a few from time to time that aren't. Those tend to be students that maybe organization gives them trouble, or they procrastinate, or they just really didn't realize that, oh goodness, this is a college level class and I'm going to have to perform at a college level. Advanced placement courses are courses that we teach at Early High School. Advanced placement tends to be more rigorous than dual credit. At Early High School, we weight advanced placement courses more heavily than we do dual credit. And one of the biggest differences is in advanced placement at the end of the course in May, there is an optional AP test. Now, College Board is the organization responsible for the AP program, the PSAT, the SAT, And College Board changed things up some this year. In the past, students registered for AP exams in the spring. This year, they had to register for them in the fall. In May, if your student opted to take the exam, and there is a fee associated with that, this year each exam was $94, and it usually goes up $1 or $2 every year. If your child is on free reduced lunch, there is a reduced price for AP exams. We try to make them accessible to any student who would like to take those. This year, the free reduced price was $7 per exam, so that's very affordable. With AP exams, your child hopefully will score at least a 3 or higher. And in the state of Texas, if your child is going to a public university and they've scored a 3 or higher on an AP exam, they should be awarded some college credit. That is going to vary depending on the institution that your child attends. And keep in mind when we're talking about dual credit and AP, I am primarily just talking about when your child goes on to a public school in Texas, not a private school or an out-of-state school. So if your child takes AP US History and then they take the exam in May and they score a 3 or higher, they may be offered or awarded, is a better word, one of those little bloopers I was telling you about. They may be awarded 3 hours of history credit at this institution, but 6 hours at a different institution. And in another video, I'll tell you one of the things that you can do to go and check to see, oh, what is this college going to award for a certain score on an AP exam? A lot of parents want to know, well, should my child take dual credit? Should they take AP courses? Should they take a combination? And really, it depends on what your end goal is. If you're wanting your child and your child is wanting to graduate with as much college credit as possible, dual credit tends to be the safer route to go. As long as, of course, your child is being successful in their dual credit courses. If the end goal is for your child to take more rigorous classes, then the AP route may be the way to go. And oftentimes it's a combination of the two. So you have to really start out with the end in mind. I hope this little segment has at least given you a little bit of information to think about where dual credit and advanced placement are concerned. I will be doing some more videos, at least one more, where I'll be going a little bit more into in-depth into some things that you need to be looking at, considering when you're making those decisions. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next video.